All right, run number 3 is in the books. It's almost 4 o'clock in the morning right now, East Coast time. And quick check on how I'm feeling. Um, Definitely a little tired. Have a little bit of a headache, and it's probably from the pounding of the run, but also the sleep. I'm really just taking naps throughout the night so far. And I'm not in my bed. I'll take a picture of where I'm sleeping later. So, other than that, I feel pretty good. Able to wake up, loosen up, get outside, and just go. Although this run felt more like a recovery run than anything. I'm not really pushing the pace. I got a long day ahead of me once the sun comes up, so lots to do. So run number 3 was called Set an Example. And it's funny because originally I thought these runs now coming up would be all for people, dedicate them to different people. And this run was supposed to be, and still is, for my parents. And then I started thinking about why for my parents, other than I love them, they're very supportive, they live down the block, So, but really, I think about setting an example. It starts with your parents. I was very fortunate to have 2 parents who stayed together, who raised 4 kids, and played very different, powerful roles at the house. My dad was the ultimate provider, the ultimate worker, workaholic, alpha male, did everything he needed to do for the family, made sure we were protected, fed, warm, everything. My mom was the ultimate mom, nurtured us, stayed at home, took us where we had to go, made sure the homework was done, taught us the importance of making our bed and folding our laundry, and made sure we were always safe, and still to this day worries about us in every single way. In some ways, you could say I got my work ethic from both of them, but there's definitely pieces of my dad's intensity that I have, and there's a lot of my mom's patience that I have. And I always joke that if I didn't have some of that patience, my wife probably never would have married me. So setting an example is really doing the things that people are watching and doing them the way that you feel are right. I now have, my parents, you reach a point in your life where you don't want any more from your parents. You've heard enough. It's time to make it on your own. It's time to live your life. And then when you start doing that, you want to take them back. You want more information. You want more guidance, because now the examples are different. Maybe you weren't paying attention when they were setting the example at the time for when it's your turn to be an adult, to be on your own, to pay your bills, buy a house, get a job, have kids. So it's funny how the cycle now comes around, because now every day I'm setting an example. I'm setting an example for my kids. My wife and I set examples for each other. I'm setting an example for my parents, hopefully my siblings, my friends. And then there's people that just watch. I've already got messages since I started this about people who are going to start running soon, or people who have been doing some running but are now going to run a little bit extra today just because they were watching me talk online. People who are donating to charity, the charity that I'm donating to, or one that they feel very passionate about. I've already seen people send me notes and texts about different donations they made to different charities, so I really appreciate that. And maybe that's setting an example. And it's funny too, because we talked about mistakes last time. There's examples that I'll set that are wrong. There's things that I'll do that are wrong, and those things will be washed out. Hopefully my kids will filter out the things they don't need, filter out the things that maybe I was wrong about. But the example is the ability to watch, absorb, learn, never stop learning, and apply to your life. So set an example, and I thank my parents for that. I love them very much. I'm sure they're going to call me in the morning, make sure I'm safe. This was the run my mom was most worried about. It was a 3 a.m. dark nighttime run. I told her I had a light. She asked me if I had 2. So I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad. I'm sure I'll talk to you in a little bit. All right, everyone. Get some rest.